What up with everybody? It's your boy MC Inspires Black Superman, Mr. Health and Wealth. And this week's message is for my men, right? Specifically, my warriors, right? Here's the deal. Something that's been on my mind for a while now. When I say a while, I mean more than like 4 or 5 months. It's been on my mind and I haven't known how to address it, but I figured today was the day that I was going to address it. So here's what I got for you, man. And by no means am I some guru or some expert. This is just me sharing my personal opinion, my personal perspective on something very specific in regards to us as men. We need to get better at being better manly men, better warriors, right? Because you guys know I'm Mr. Health and Wealth, and in that is health. And something that I'm starting to see that's really irking my soul, that is literally driving me crazy, is the fact that we're losing the number and value of warriors, like strong warrior, powerful men in this country. Now, I'm not saying that we don't exist. I'm just saying I'm tired of seeing the soft, squishy, non-manly man. And this is what I mean by that. So walk with me here. I was thinking the past couple of weeks, past couple of months of how am I going to present this message? How am I going to really put this out there for my men, for us to have a real conversation? And I was reading different books. I was reading The Power of One More by Ed Mylett, the biggest manly man you could think of. But I mean, the guy has the nicest, softest heart that you can ever meet. And then just yesterday at church service, Pastor J.P. Foster was talking about wearing the armor of God, describing a warrior, his sword, his shield, his chest plate, his belt, even down to his shoes, how he was dressed, how he acted, how he moved, how important that was. And I was like, okay, he's describing a warrior, a manly man ready for battle. And then I was thinking about these different things that's been happening on social media of terms like toxic masculinity and demasculating the man and what people are talking about. And then certain men, certain speakers, certain influencers getting banned because of their speech and what they were saying about what a man is and what a man should be. And I was like, okay, I got it. I think I got it. Here's the issue that I see, that a lot of times when it comes to being a man, this is just from my reading the Bible, reading different books, talking to different men, there's three places that we have to be the strongest in our mind, and our hearts, and in our stomach. Let me say that again. We have to be strong in our mind, in our hearts, and our stomach. So here's the reality of it. Let's talk about the stomach. Let's talk about the physical body of the man. What I am sick and tired of seeing is us as men looking sloppy, looking fat, looking overweight, not taking care of our physical bodies. Because here's the reality of it. People ask me all the time, why do you work out? Why do you train? Why do you Mr. 8-pack and all this stuff? Why muscles and all that stuff working out? I always tell them I'm preparing for one thing, and that's for life. I'm preparing for that moment where I physically have to do something that can save my life, save my spouse's life, or save my kid's life, and or save the life of someone around me. But if I'm not in physical shape, if I'm not physically ready to perform a certain duty or certain task, it will haunt me for the rest of my life that I was not in shape to prepare to do that task, right? And so I take physical fitness very seriously. And if you want to go and be extreme, I'm an extreme person. I always think of worst case scenario. Last thing I would want is for another country to come invade America and I can't defend myself. I can't defend my country. I can't defend my family and friends. I want to be ready to shoot. I want to be able to run, to climb, to physically fight. But if you're fat and you're out of shape and you can't take 10 steps without walking, I'm not going to look to you on my right or my left to defend me. I'm not going to look to you and say, hey man, I need you. And there's not enough men out there really taking care of their bodies. There's not enough men out there really saying my stomach, my gut health, my heart health, my legs, my muscles, my strength, my back really matter to me. And to me, I think that's what's hurting us the most, is that we're not physically in shape just to defend ourselves, to protect others. That's why we are men. We're protectors. We're providers. We're the ones who say when everything goes to crap, you run to us. Like if there was somebody to invade us, I want my kids to be like, I'm going to see my dad. I can be in Texas, I can be in Mexico, I can be in Florida, I can be wherever. If somebody were trying to harm or hurt me, I'm going to my dad. That's what I want my kids to say. I want my future spouse to be like, hey, I know my husband's got me. Not only is he smart, not only does he have a good heart, but I know if something goes down, he's willing to get down to put his life on the line and protect me. And that's something that us as men, we have to take more serious. We have to take our gut health, what we eat, how we exercise, how we move. We have to take that more seriously because our kids are watching, our kids are observing. They're taking all that in and they're saying, man, my dad's in shape. My dad just the other day, 2 weeks ago, my son came to me and he was like, Dad, I'm starting to get my 8-pack in, right? And he's 8 years old. Like he was like excited. I'm like, son, you've always had abs, but now that he's an athlete, he's in sports, he's serious. He's like, man, Dad, I'm getting my 6-pack in. I'm ready. And that made me proud because he takes health and fitness. Since he was 3, we've been working out and running ladders. So me and him, we've always been about that life. But more men, you have to take care of your gut health. You have to be war ready. You have to be battle ready, because you never know when that time is gonna come when you're gonna be needed to protect your loved ones. And if you're fat and you're out of shape and you're squishy and you can't take 5 steps without catching out of breath, or your knees hurt, your back hurt, you gotta take better care of your body. Because I'm telling you, when you have a healthy body, you have a healthy mind. Your brain functions more. You're more quick, you're more witty, you're able to respond to different situations faster. And again, your heart, you want good heart health. You want to be able to breathe. That's the #1 kill in America right now, is cardiac arrest. But if you're not taking care of your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, then you know what? You are useless to us. One thing I remember about football that I enjoyed the most is that, man, we were warriors on that field. We knew that when that kickoff hit and that clock started ticking, it was war. And I played defense, so I was trying to knock the offense out. I was trying to hit them as hard as I can. I was trying to get an interception, get a fumble, stop them from scoring. That was my goal. I was war ready. And the practices and the boot camps, all the preparation was preparing us for when we got on that field. It was a battle. It was game time. And that's what I love about football, is that it taught us a lot of things about life, about overcoming adversities, being tired when you got a cramp in your leg or a crick in your neck, your back hurts, but you still got to get on that field because you know your team is depending on you. That's what I loved about football the most. That's what I loved about playing that sport, is that we were ready, that on that Friday night or that Saturday, it was game time and we went to war until it was 4th quarter, 0-0, and we won the game. But that's what you have to have in life. You have to be war ready. I was literally running on a treadmill yesterday, and I haven't done cardio in like a week and a half, but I was pushing myself. And then the OG next to me was like, man, young blood, I saw you running and pushing yourself. I said, because there's a spiritual warfare out there against us right now as men. And not only is there a spiritual warfare, our minds and our hearts got to be strong, but we physically got to be strong, because no matter what you believe, if there are weak men in this country, in this society, another country will recognize that. And they will say, man, if we wipe out all the strong men and all the strong boys, and it's nothing but women and soft men, we can conquer you. And I know a bunch of dogs. I know a bunch of warriors in a good way that will never let that happen. Why? Because we're working out, we're exercising, we're taking care of our bodies, we're taking care of our minds and our hearts and our spirit, but we're staying war ready, battle ready. And that's what I need you to do. So with all that being said, this is what I need you to do. I need you to take your health more serious. I need you to take your fitness more serious. I need you to take your eating more serious. Men, I need you to take that more serious in your life. Because again, I'm not saying we're gonna go out and fight combat and fighting war. I'm saying right here on the home front, in your home, you gotta be ready mentally. You gotta be ready and spiritually prepared in your heart. But most importantly, your body, your gut health has to matter to you. Stop making excuses. Just stop it. Stop putting it off to the side. Just stop it. Because when you get older, it's only going to be even more harder. I'm 35, and I'm not saying it's harder for me. I feel more in shape than when I was in my 20s, because I figured out how important it really is to eat healthy, to eat smarter, to exercise, how to exercise, throw some kettlebells around, do some cardio, swim. I've learned the game over the years. I've been exercising since the 6th grade, right? Working out, lifting weights, so as long as I can remember. But at the end of the day, I need you guys to get more battle ready when it comes to your body, because that affects your heart, that affects your mind, and you need to stop playing around with that. Remember, your kids, your children, those around you, they're watching. That's why most people have a certain level of respect for me, because they know one thing that's very important to me is my physical health. And I take that very seriously. And if you're a man, you need to take that serious too. No more big fat guts. No more can't exercise, can't stand up, bad knees, bad back. That stuff has to stop today. Get ready, because I don't know if a war is coming. I don't know if an actual battle is coming, but what I tell you right now, we are in spiritual warfare. And when I say that is, they're trying to demasculate us. They're trying to make us less of men. And that's not gonna happen on my watch and the guys I rock with. We're not gonna let that happen. So if you're down, if you're with it, let's go. And if you need help, or if you just want somebody to talk to, get some coaching. That's what I do. I'm not a personal trainer. I don't go out and train every day, but I do. Hey, say, look, this is what I do, and this is what I tell people who come to me for advice. This is the price that I offer. I'm a big advocate for Herbalife, but I'm telling you guys, be ready in your gut health, in your heart, in your mind, and stay war ready. Let's go. Let's have a great week.